Feedback of strengths and weaknesses for Aaron. Here are Aaron's stats from the test we did. So as you can see, his height is 773 centimeters, his mass is 64.3 kilograms, his minimum force is 272, and so on. 6.1 Strengths and weaknesses. His strengths were 3-pointers, assists, steals, and layups, and his weakness were 2-pointers, offensive rebounds, and free throws. Aaron's position in basketball is point guard, however, we are looking at a power forward. As Aaron has experience in the game and the position of point guard, he displays the qualities of a good basketball player. As we are looking at the position of power forward and Aaron plays point guard, his qualities aren't as good as the position that is required. As point guard, Aaron needs to be able to shoot, especially shoot within a distance. Throughout this, he's trying to gain back the possession of the ball. 6.2 Strengths and weaknesses. His strengths were keeping contact, keeping his elbows up and out, and securing the ball with both hands. His weaknesses were his pivoting. So within 6.2, he didn't have many weaknesses, and he had a lot more strengths. This because he's an experienced basketball player, so he should know the perfect model how to box out and how to rebound. It's good that he secures with both hands, as the ball will less likely be taken from him, or he'd less likely to drop it. Also, by keeping contact when boxing out, he knows that the players behind him at all times. His opponent isn't going to sneak around the corner and get the ball from him. His 6.3 Strengths and weaknesses. His strengths were his mean power and his countermeasure jump, and his weaknesses were his impulse and his 90-degree jump. The CMJ jump is the strength of both the non-experienced and the experienced player. This is because they can use their arms to help them propel them upwards and give them the power to push them forwards. His weakness was 90-degree jump. This could be because it took him a while to measure out 90-degree angle on his legs, therefore his legs may start to fatigue before he has time to jump, which is an unfair test. I'm now going to talk about the improvements that Aaron can make within each model and say the strategy for it. So in the technical model, his improvement will be his boxing out. His strategy will be a box out drill. In notational analysis, his improvement will be 2-pointers, and the strategy will be a 2-pointer drill. In the numerical model, his improvement will be jumping, and the strategy for this will be plyometrics. His improvement for the technical model is boxing out. So how could this be made better? What drill could be used? First half, he got no rebounds out of 17 made, and in the second half, he got 1 out of 12. This isn't the best for a player, an experienced player, because he's a point guard. He isn't the tallest of the team, and height doesn't matter as much. If he practiced some drills for boxing out, he may become better at boxing out. So 1. Offensive and defensive player on each side of the lane. That's shown by picture 1. The coach throws the ball up, defensive blocks out, and offensive goes for the rebound. If the offensive gets a rebound, then try to score. If the defensive rebounds, they pass the ball to the coach. This drill is specific to the sport, as it will help Aaron with his boxing out, and also it is set up as if it was in a game. It's measurable because the drill will be measured, as you'll be able to know if he's getting better each game with his rebounds if they become better. It's achievable because it isn't too challenging for an experienced basketball player. It's relevant. The drill will be relevant to the game as it's helping him with his boxing out skills and not with his shooting. This drill won't take too much of Aaron's training time away from him. However, he needs to keep doing the drill throughout a few weeks to maintain the standard that he's at. His improvement for his notational analysis. Improvement on 2-pointers. Aaron didn't get 100%. What could this be due to, and drills to improve this? Aaron is used to shooting 3-pointers as he's a point guard. This could be because of his technique is different, and to shoot 2-pointers, he needs to be able to shoot quickly. It's important for a power forward to be able to shoot, so therefore at this position he needs to be able to rebound the ball, shoot 2-pointers, and do layups. Aaron is good at layups, however his 2-pointers aren't a high enough standard for his position. The drill for this is the 2-pointer drill. Player 1 has 2 balls and dribbles both balls to the chair. Player 2 cuts from the corner to the wing. Player makes one hand push pass and player 2 on the wing. With the other ball, player 1 does one dribble, crossover and shoots the ball. Player 2 shoots a jump shot. Hopefully this drill will help Aaron achieve 100% in his 2-pointers within a game. The improvement for the numerical model is Aaron's jumping. How come his jumping isn't a high standard? What drill could be used? It's important in basketball to be able to jump, especially if your position is a power forward. Aaron needs to be able to jump for the ball as a position of power forward and steal it from his opposition. A drill to do this is plyometric training. This is exercise in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time with the goal of increasing power, and power is speed times strength. By doing plyometric training, it will help him give minimum forces against his legs, so he'll be able to push up and get the ball, and this should help him with his jumping. If Aaron does the drills that I've said, then hopefully he'll be able to do jumping at a better standard, boxing out at a better standard, and be able to shoot 2-pointers.